snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys, so I am here today to do my October TBR. I have quite a few things planned in October and I'm hoping I'll be able to get to them all, fingers crossed. Don't know for sure because I'll be going back to uni and I have some dissertation books I need to read and other things like that. I am filming this on the 3rd of October, so I'm going to tell you guys what I've already read in October. The first of those is issue 1 of Lady Mechanica by Jo Benitez. I really loved it. I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend that series. You can only get it digitally, I think. Definitely look it up on Comixology or somewhere like that. That's where I've been reading them, and I really enjoyed that one. From Under the Mountains, which is by Gibson, Leong and Churchland. This is issue 1. I have already read this. I really enjoyed it, but I feel like it is very much a setup story. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes, so 3 out of 5 stars for that. The final one that I've already finished in this month is Stephen Erickson's Reaper's Gale, which is book number 7 in the Malazan series. I just finished this yesterday. It's the longest book ever and it's really massive. And I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars, so my review of that and the other 2 that I just showed you will be up very soon, hopefully. Moving on to stuff that I haven't read yet, or that I'm currently reading. I have some BookTube SFF stuff that I would like to get done this month, because I need to. The first of those is Heir of Fire, which is by Sarah J. Maas. I have read the first 2 in the series, but I like them. Not loving the 3rd one quite as much, I must say. I'm about 10% of the way through. It's not really my thing so far, but it could get better, who knows, so fingers crossed it does, we'll see. The next one that I have for BookTube SFF is The Goblin Emperor by Catherine Addison. I'm really excited for this because I hear a lot of very good things, and I know a few of the BookTube SFF judges have already read it and really highly rated it. And yeah, I'm very excited for that one. I think I'm going to be doing a buddy read with Mercedes for that, so that should be really fun. And then the final one that I need to read for BookTube SFF is the first ever John Scalzi book that I will be getting to, and that is Lock In. I'm super excited because I've heard great things about John Scalzi generally and know loads of people love his stuff, and I really want to try something out by him, so very excited to do so. Then I have a book that I'm currently reading for my Goodreads fantasy and science fiction read-alongs group that I host. This is the second one in the Malazan Empire series. It is called Return of the Crimson Guard and it's by Ian Esselmont. I'm reading this because, as I said, we always have a Malazan book on the go. The other book that we will be reading as a group in October is Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, which is by Becky Chambers. So if you guys saw my rave review of that and you want to read it, then definitely come on over to the Goodreads group. I always put the link in the description and you can join us to discuss that book because it is awesome. So I so hope that you do. I know a lot of people that I've recommended it to have loved it, and I'm sure you guys will as well if you want to come and join us for that. So again, I'll put the link in the description. But this one, I'm already 60 pages in. It's 1,000 pages. So it's a pretty chunky one, but it's faster paced than Erickson books are, so hopefully it won't take me too long to get through this. Then I have a few books that I have out for review, so I'm very excited to read them. I'm going to show you what they are. The first one is Church of Marvels, which is by Leslie Parry. I got sent this very kindly from Two Roads, the publisher, and I just love the cover. Apparently it's great. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. It says, "Enter the strange and captivating world of the sideshow. Enter the Church of Marvels, New York City, 1895. From the sideshows of Coney Island to the tenements and opium dens of the Lower East Side to an asylum on Blackwell's Island, follow the adventures of 2 sisters, an enigmatic orphan, a mortician's bride, an assortment of freaks, and a newborn baby as they come together in the Church of Marvels." So it sounds like it's going to be really interesting. I also, a while ago, got sent Skin by Ilka Tamki by Hot Escape, and I love the design of this, and I really want to get to it this month because it just hasn't fitted into my last few TBRs, so I'm going to have this as one of my high priority books for this month. It is, again, very beautiful. Cannot wait to try this one out and hopefully love it because I think it's about nomadic tribes and that sort of thing. It's set in AD 43 in Britain, so it should be really cool. And then another one that I very recently got sent, I got sent Truth Witch, which is by Susan Dennard. This I was sent by Macmillan, so thank you to them. This one I believe is a kind of, I don't know if it's YA or not, but it kind of has a YA vibe to it. But it's about witches, and it basically says, young witches Sapia and Isuelt, I have no idea how you say that, have a habit of finding trouble. After clashing with a powerful guildmaster and his ruthless blood witch bodyguard, the friends are forced to flee their home. Safi must avoid capture at all costs as she is a rare truth witch, able to discern truth from lies. Many would kill for her magic, so she must keep it hidden, lest she be used in the struggle between empires. And Isuet's true powers are hidden even from herself. So that sounds cool. I think this comes out in January of next year. Yes, it comes out in January next year. So got a bit of time to read this, but I would like to get to it this month because it looks really awesome. And I know that it's being published by Tor in the US and Macmillan over here. And I can't wait to check it out and hopefully really, really love it. So fingers crossed. Then I have some books that I would very much like to read before the 22nd of this month, because on the 22nd I'm going to see these authors actually in conversation at a local event in Nottingham. The first one is 12 Kings, which is by Bradley Billerud. I don't know how you say his name, I'm sorry. It sounds amazing. A lot of people have had very high praise about this on Goodreads, and so I'm quite intrigued. I definitely want to read it before the 22nd so that I can go to the event having known a bit more about him. Of course, another one that I plan to be reading this month is Shadows of Self, which is by Brandon Sanderson. I'm going to be doing this as a buddy read with all of my fantastical fantasy buddy readers. I will put links to all of them down below. They are all lovely. I'm super excited to be reading the next one in the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, because we all know that I love Brandon Sanderson, and I hope that I like this a little bit more than I liked Alloy of Law, because I wasn't a massive fan of Alloy of Law. I thought it was okay, but nothing really more than that. And then the other one that I would like to read before the 22nd is Siege and Storm, which is by Leigh Bardugo. I've had this on my Kindle for a very long time. It's the second one in her Grisha trilogy, I think it's called. I liked the first one, but I never continued, even though I had the second, because other books got in the way. And again, I'm going to be seeing her on the 22nd of October, so I would very much like to get this one done before I go and see her, so that I have her work a bit fresh in my mind. Talking about more buddy reads that I have planned, I've got 2 Robin Hobb buddy reads planned, as always, and I will be reading these with Mercedes and Sam. I will put links to their channels below. And we will be reading City of Dragons first, which is the 3rd one in the Rainwell Chronicles, and then whenever we finish that one, I assume we will move straight on to the 4th one in the series, which is Blood of Dragons. I'm very excited for both of them because I know that I really like the 2nd one in the Rainwild series, and I'm sure it's going to get better. Fingers crossed, I hope so, and I can't wait to see where Robin Hobb takes the series and what happens next, because it was all very dramatic at the ending of the 2nd. Another buddy read that I have planned nearer to the end of the month is The Just City, which is by Jo Walton. Again, I will be reading this with Mercedes, but I think also Jean from Jean's Bookish Thoughts will be joining us, and also Alicia from Ex Libris, so I'll put channel links down below for them too. I'm very excited about this. I got this as my birthday present from Charlotte, who is at Char Freyers. I'll put a link to her channel below. So many channels, but yeah, she's lovely, and she gave me this for my birthday very, very kindly, and I cannot wait to read it. I do not really know anything about it other than in the Just City, you will become your best self, you will learn, you will grow, and you will strive to be excellent. Sounds crazy, sounds exciting. Can't wait to try it out. I also plan to read the 2nd one in the 3 Body Problems series this month, which is The Dark Forest by Cixin Liu. I'm really excited about this because I really enjoyed the first one, and I've heard from so many Chinese subscribers and viewers that the 2nd and 3rd are amazing, and so I'm sure they're going to be excellent, and I'm very excited to read that. I also think we will be doing a live show at some point, probably mid-November. I'll let you guys know a bit more information about that when it gets closer to the time, but hopefully there will be quite a few of us doing a live show, and I'm very excited about that. Then I have 2 books by Joe Abercrombie planned. I want to finish up the First Law trilogy by reading Last Argument of Kings, which is by Joe Abercrombie. It's a pretty chunky one, but I know that his writing style is quite easy to get through, so I'm hoping it won't take me very long. And then if I do manage to get through this, then Eleanor and I are going to be reading Best Served Cold, which I have on my Kindle, and hopefully continuing on with the series. It's a kind of standalone in the First Law series world, but it's not linked too closely to the First Law, as I understand it anyway. You don't need to read the First Law books to understand Best Served Cold, but if you have read them, you'll get a bit more out of it, I think. So I'm pretty intrigued about what it's all going to be, and fingers crossed I can get both of them done this month. And then the final one that I definitely have planned is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books, which is by Douglas Adams. I have already read the first one in this series. This is a collection of the first 4, although I do believe there are 5. So I'm going to try and read at least the 2nd, maybe the 3rd and 4th as well, with both Chelsea from the Reading Outlaw and James from Reading Musically. And I'm very excited about this because I really loved the first one. It's very funny, it's very entertaining, it's very light-hearted and amusing. So it's something that will be a nice break from some of the heavier stuff, and I can't wait to continue on with this series, so that's that. And then the final one that I might also get to this month is Ruin by John Gwynne. I would love to get to this. I really wanted to get to it last month and I just didn't have the time. And I was going to do it as a buddy read with Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book, but I kind of bailed on that because I was just very behind. Probably going to try and squeeze this in at the end of the month if I do have time. If I don't, then it'll have to fit into November, but otherwise it will get done this month. Fingers crossed, we'll see. And then if I do have any extra time outside of all of those, which let's be honest, I probably won't, then I will be reading dissertation books, graphic novels, and maybe some other stuff as well. But I will let you guys know, and I will be doing reviews of all of them as always. If you have any books out of what I've shown you that you would really love me to read soon, then definitely let me know in the comments, or if there's anything else you want to say, whether it's good, bad, what did you think of them, let me know down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon in another video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little chat about books.